Bubsy fucking Bobcat. With the somewhat recent release of a new Bubsy game, for some reason, I figure what a better time to talk about Bobcats. More specifically, this one.
And what do I think of Bubsy, you might ask?
Meh.
Some people might be expecting me to just play the first level of the game, talk about how much the game sucks, and then smash it with a hammer or throw the cartridge across the room or some shit. But I'm not gonna do that. What I'm gonna do instead is try to be as constructive as possible, because yes, the game did a lot of things wrong, but what could the game have done right? Sure, it's a shameless Sonic ripoff, but had it done it the right way, that wouldn't have had to be a bad thing. So, I'm gonna try my best to try to look at the game in a fair way and see how maybe the game could have actually been good instead of meh.
It's clear the developers took one look at Sonic and thought, hey, it's a furry guy with an attitude and he runs really fast and collects things. Oh, and there's platforms. Well look, Bubsy does all those things too, just like Sonic. It's the same.
Yes, but you're missing the point. What is it that makes the older Sonic games so good in the first place?
Take one look at those yarn balls that you collect throughout the game. I want you to guess what they do.
Do they? A. Grant you an extra hit if you're holding at least one or more. B. Give you an extra life after collecting a certain amount. Or C. Do absolutely jack shit. Well, if your answer was C, you were correct. Congratulations! Well, I mean, they do increase your score, but who cares? I don't. Anyway, this is beginning to sound more destructive than constructive, which is like every other review of this game ever, so I'd like not to do that. Now, I did play quite a bit of this game. I didn't just decide my opinion after playing the first level like most people do, which, I mean, even then is where most of the problems rear their ugly head, but I still tried to play about as much of this game as possible, and actually did try hard to finish it, but I didn't do that, and even as far as I got, I used save states because this game is more frustrating than trying to get a girl to notice you. Trust me, I've tried time and time again, and what these two things have in common is they're incredibly frustrating, take a lot of hard work, and not really even worth the effort. So, yeah, but let's look at what this game did wrong and what they could have done right to remedy those problems, which, if you ask me, would have been quite simple. I don't know anything about game developing, but if I did, even I know what you could do to fix this game. So let's try to break it down.
For one, the levels aren't designed around the character. Bubsy moves really fast like Sonic does, which is fine, I'm not opposed to that at all. But the levels are designed more like Mario levels, which are typically very platform heavy, not to mention enemies are scattered all over the place, leading to a lot of stop and go moments. Otherwise, you'll die a lot. You know, kinda like the Sonic levels that nobody likes.
Seriously, I can't tell you how many times I died just in the first level when I first tried playing this game. Never in my life have I heard the phrase, "what could possibly go wrong," so many times in my entire fucking life.
What could possibly go wrong? What could possibly go wrong?
Oh, you mean besides absolutely everything? Weren't you ever taught not to tempt fate? It has dire consequences. Anyway, I'm gonna be comparing this to Mario and Sonic a lot, because that's what this game was trying to be. It was trying to compete with the big boys, but if it was gonna do it, it should have done it right. And I guess I should follow my own advice. But I digress.
See, a typical Sonic stage tends to have a lot of hills, slopes, and loop-de-loops, and enemies few and far between to encourage players to go faster. Whereas Bubsy has the speed and momentum of Sonic, but all the stages encourage you to go slow. Kinda like the Sonic stages everybody hates. There's also one-hit kills, which is just bad, especially in a game that's fucking littered with enemies. You know how in Sonic, if you're holding at least one ring, you won't die fucking instantly if you're hit? Well, I really feel like the yarn balls could have served the very same purpose instead of doing jack shit. Or maybe there could have been upgrades like Mario, or a power shield, again, like Sonic, or a fucking health bar. You know, like in any good platform game. Just something. Seriously, something. And there's also... Oh, are you fucking shitting me?
Fall damage. Really? Fall damage. I can't even... JonTron, you take over.
Was that falling damage? They put falling damage in their motherfucking 2D platform game?
Okay, so the only thing I have to say about this one is, maybe not have fall damage in your 2D platformer, because none of the others do, so that was completely unnecessary. Just, remove that entirely and you might have had a semi-decent game.
The controls are also a bit too floaty for my liking. See, in games like Mario and Sonic, the controls are usually tight and responsive and never in any way hinder the gameplay.
But so far I've been completely negative. So, what are some positives of Bubsy?
For one, I actually like Bubsy's character design, and the enemy sprites don't look too bad either, and the game is actually very visually appealing overall. It's also pretty cool that Bubsy can glide in mid-air, even though I'm pretty sure Bobcats can't do that. Then again, neither can echidnas. Also, Sonic did it better.
The music is okay, it fits the mood, though nothing particularly sticks out to me. Except one. I really like that song in the desert level for some reason. Here, have a listen. Pretty catchy, actually. Oh, and there's also another one that kind of has a Banjo-Kazooie feel to it. almost too well. Anyway, that's pretty much all I have to say. I don't think Bubsy's a bad game. At the absolute worst, it's mediocre, and at best, it's not a complete waste of your time. But it is very heavily flawed, and there's a lot they could have done to make it better. You know, take a little more inspiration from other platformers where it actually counts. But, yeah, that said, I'll, see you guys later. Bye-bye.
Your mom and dad, I'm doing fine. You guys are on my mind. You asked me what I wanted to be, and now I think the answer is plain to see. I wanna be famous. I wanna live close to the sun. Oh, pack your bags, cause I've already won. Everything to prove, nothing in my way. I'll get there one day.